I'm gonna ring the bell. All right, we are live.
Oh,
We're
damn.
here. We're here. I should actually add a.
Right, you see that? You see my sub badge? I don't know what that is.
I should add a sub badge. Or I should make an emote for your thing.
So, Big Neezy 89, how are you, sir?
I am doing swell.
Good to hear.
Okay. All right, everybody. Welcome to 2Guys1Mic. It's been a while, but we are pretty excited to get back together and talk. We haven't been able to sit down and talk in actual life about anything really.
Facts.
So that should be an interesting conversation. And if not, you guys can go fuck yourselves because that's just life. You know, yo, look at those fingers, blood. All right, my name's Big Neezy.
I'm President Sloan. You can find me on anything as President Sloan, as always.
True.
And if you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to
comment, like, and subscribe.
LC, like, comments. LC, don't forget the LCS.
Yo, LCS, like nobody's business, please. And you can tell your friends about subscribing. I mean, subscribes. Like, I just want to hit 100 subscribers so we can get a nice URL.
Is that what it is? Is it 100?
Yeah.
Because 100. I need it for this channel. And I need it for my personal channel as well.
Yeah, it's 100.
My YouTube. I need youtube.com/presidentslone. That would be fucking lit. So.
Yeah, and we're also there's some stuff in the works right now with our show that we're some behind the scenes changes that we're going to be doing. We don't really have anything to discuss right now, but there is some stuff to look forward to in the future. So I give you guys heads up if like a name change or something like that happens. And just keep your eyes out. We'll keep you posted.
Oh shit.
So Sloan,
what's up,
I can no longer make fun of you for playing Fortnite.
Why is that?
Try to guess what game I'm playing right now.
Are you playing Fortnite? No, what are you playing? What's like Fortnite?
Try to guess.
Like Fortnite?
It's a meme game, but
it's
like,
a meme game.
I'm such a cuck.
Is it Raid Shadow Legends?
No,
oh, you already played that. You already played that, right?
I already paid for that, kid. I already paid to win that already. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. Just drop it on me. What is it?
Destiny 2.
Oh no!
All right,
really? So I've seen you, Mortal, and Scrick playing that. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Nah, they haven't played it yet. I just been playing solo, just leveling up my light level. But it's free now. It came onto Steam, so I was like, all right, I popped it in, and then I just got lost.
Did you have to restart from
No. You're able to transfer your information now. It's cross save throughout all platforms.
From PlayStation?
Correct.
Really?
I moved it from PlayStation to Battle.net, and then it came to Steam, and then I just moved it to Steam, and now I have all my information.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna say this: I'm enjoying the game. I haven't done any of the high level content. I literally started at 750 light level, and the top right now is 1060, and I'm at 1004 right now after like 4 days. But it reminds me of when I used to play Destiny 1, and what I'm really looking forward to is finding a community, or at least 4 or 5 other people that want to play this game. And I just want to play raids again, man.
Do you play on mouse and keyboard?
Yeah, whenever my hands don't feel like absolute trash, I'll play on mouse and keyboard.
Right.
But it supports either one. But it's like those raids, man. I still can't get over you, 5 of your other friends that you've already been playing with, you already been grinding with, launching into a new raid. Nobody in the world knows how to complete this raid, And I never tried to be like the first one to complete it, but just trying to learn the mechanics of the raid and like the teamwork and spending like a good 4 or 5 hour session just yelling at your friends for doing
Yeah, just trying
stupid
to figure.
shit.
Nah, I remember
It's
having
like,
some good fun, but like, I don't know. I remember trying to do like I'm not sure if it was the first one, but I was doing one of them with Mortal and his posse, and I just remember getting super fucking annoyed at it
yeah,
because like I don't know, the whole bullet sponge thing is like, that's an RPG thing. You really can't avoid that kind of in some ways, but it was something to do with the dogs, and like the dogs would just fucking one tap you or whatever. I don't remember, but it was just I was getting super fucking annoyed. But I can see that sense of wonder being alluring, like being the so what you're trying to insinuate is that are they still making new
raids
what are
and
they
stuff.
called? Are they making new raids? Like they're still
Yeah.
dropping new content and stuff like that?
So one of the main reasons I actually came back was because they announced that it was free to play now,
Hmm.
and they left Activision.
Well, it's been free to
So,
play for a little while, right?
well, yeah, it's
Oh,
for like
whoa,
6 months.
leaving
They,
Activision, so they left their public. Like that's a big deal.
yeah, that's the only reason they became free to play is because they left Activision. They're like, you know what, we want to do this our way. It's free to play,
That's
and now
crazy.
they're adding the season pass or like content drops. I think
Right.
to it's like I can't remember. It's like either 2 times a year with a bunch of like seasonal stuff in between, or one
Mhm.
time a year seasonal stuff in between. I just got back into it, so I'm not really sure. But I kind of
Are you
I
playing any Crucible?
no. I
Strictly
find that if you
PvE.
if you're gonna play Crucible or they have a new PvP mode, it's called Gambit. You need to have the right kind of weapons. And right now, I just have like a bunch of blue gear on because I'm just
Yeah,
trying
yeah.
to raise my light level up. But
How does that? How do you do that? Like, why would you want like, why would you want lower rarity stuff? How would that improve your light level?
well, it's as you're grinding missions, strikes, public events, any of that, as you gain items, no matter what the rarity, it's going to be a higher light level.
Hmm.
But once you hit 1,000 light level, you have 60 more light levels. That's where the actual grind comes in. Where before I'd get a piece and it'd be like gauntlets and it'd be like 5 points higher than what I am, but now it's going to
Yeah,
be
yeah.
point by point.
Gotcha.
So having
I
the
mean,
blue gear on
it's
me
the
right
same.
now
It's the same
is
system as the first one, correct? Like similar.
um kind of it's a little different
It's,
now. I
all
think
right,
the
all right.
first one
It's a
was
little bit. It's a little bit like Division with their loot. Kind of like you hit the max level and then you have to like kind of keep going
you have to
with.
like do harder content in order to get the upper levels. Like I used to be able to level up just by getting any kind of loot off any enemy, but
Yeah.
now it's like if I want to really progress, I need to like get out like any strike boss,
Hmm.
stuff like that, like actual like
And it's just like
big stuff.
randomized, right? Like you won't necessarily get the gauntlets that you need every single time. You would need to like run it a
Yeah,
few times to possibly grab that drop.
the loot that drops, yes, but there is a
Yeah.
system now called the fuck. I've been playing it, the Umbral engrams, which are kind of
Right.
like dirty engrams. They look like they have like ink blocks in them.
Yeah.
You bring them to a station, and you can actually, at that station, select what kind of engram you want it to be. So, in the upper echelon of the ranking for that system, you're only able to select a weapon engram, an armor engram, a seasonal weapon engram, and the guy that hosts the Gambit mode, his favorite kind of weapons engram. So, if you want to be like, all right, well, I'm good on my armor, let me throw this engram into the weapons one, and let me just try to get a good weapon. You can't
So
do,
it's just like a random roll.
yeah, it's like a random either primary, secondary, or heavy weapon that you'll get.
Or,
I think in the bottom rows, I haven't leveled that up yet. You get to choose like actual like assault rifle or hand cannon and stuff like that to like
Mhm.
really put a more fine touch on the grind. But I
See,
mean,
it's like I wouldn't be against. It's weird because even with, as you know, like season 3 for Fortnite just dropped. So like even with that, I just feel like there's not much out there to play right now. And like
yeah, there's
I
not.
wouldn't necessarily be against playing. I mean, clearly you're playing fucking Destiny and I'm playing Fortnite, but like I wouldn't be against playing Destiny, but I don't know. It's just I mean, them going free to play. I know like these fucking game companies, they have certain rules and regulations that they have to fucking adhere to because of the deals they made. But just something about how Bungie made Bungo, excuse me, how Bungo just, I don't know, how they just carried themselves throughout 1 and 2. Like one was fucking, in my opinion, was just like, it was so hyped up. It was like the next gen. It was like the first next gen game.
It was hyped up, and then it was trash for at least a year and a half until.
And like, I'm just the kind of like
an update came out, then it
ignorant asshole that is like, what if it's not what it should be when it drops? I'm just like, all right, fuck it, like whatever. Like, I'm just like,
yeah.
They should have just had it right when it came out. Like, same thing with Division, and like, I don't know the current state of Anthem, but like, has that improved, or they just said fuck it?
Anthem, now they're saying we're going to rework the entire system, so it's pretty much. I'm assuming what's going to happen. It's going to come out free to play, and it's going to be a completely different red game. I just read it, chat. Not red game. It's going to be a completely different game. Because they're talking about actually like starting from scratch and rebuilding that game up.
Right.
Because I mean, the game there, I had a lot of fun with Anthem, but then it got to a point where I think it only took me like 1 or 2 weeks, and I already completed all the content. All 4 of my suits are all like max everything, and like I had like the top level stuff, and that's even with the shitty loot pool that they had. Like, it was ridiculous to try to get something. And 2 weeks is like, it's crazy for that kind of game to be completely done with.
I feel like that's basically how, like, I mean, if you don't factor in all of the, the Crucible and etceteras, and like, I feel like that's how Division 1 definitely went for me. Like, the end, air quotes, of the fucking story in 1, I was like, wait, what? Like, what?
Of Destiny 1?
Destiny 1, like, it was like, you could finish Destiny 1, I feel like, in like 3 hours, story-wise. Like, it was so fucking shallow. Like, it was the quickest shit, and they hyped this game up to be something completely different. Like, oh, it's a MMO light, it's fucking this, that, the other thing, it's crazy this, crazy that. And then you get onto it, and it's just a fucking circular map. Every fucking planet was a circular map with, respawn enemies. Very, very, like, the mechanics were very, very video game-y, if that makes sense.
Though. You remember that?
What?
You don't remember the loot cave in part 1?
Oh, yeah, of course. And like, they passed that out, sure, but like,
they passed that out like 2 weeks in, and everybody
the game,
was there
how
for
the games
hours.
work, it's just like, you're in an area, you move over till a new name of a fucking another different area pops up on your screen, then you go back, and then you could just keep doing, like, it was such a game. Like, it wasn't like a immersive experience. Like, so then when Destiny, like, that had a bad taste in my mouth, and like, I didn't even end up buying Destiny 2. Mortal actually ended up buying it for me. He was like, I'll buy it for you if you play it. And I was like, I'll fucking play it, sure, why not? Free game, I'm down. Like, Destiny's mechanics are fucking not like, well, like the
shooting mechanics,
the like shooting, the gunplay, the sliding, the weight of the game, like the physics of the game are fucking chef's kiss. It's beautiful, amazing. They're amazing. Bungie really understands how to do a fucking shooter. Don't get me wrong, but as far as content and all this shit, and I'm like, granted, the Crucible really adds a lot of replayability and all this shit, and I don't know if there was like a Destiny Pro League or whatever the fuck, or a competitive side to Destiny.
Nah, nothing like esports wise. Pretty much.
I feel like there could have been. Like, I feel like the game, the gunplay alone, excuse me, was so solid that it could be a Call of Duty, it could be a Gears, it could be a Halo, but as far as the RPG elements went, I just feel like they hyped it up so, like, if they, I'm like the biggest.
Were very, very light. Like, it wasn't an MMO light, it was an RPG light.
And it's not even it's not even like the systems in place, like the leveling system, like whatever. Like, I don't really care for how in-depth leveling systems are or how shallow they are. that's not really what I'm touching on. I'm talking more so on like story, quests,
Yeah.
side content, etc. Like shit like that. Like there really wasn't
So
anything
you're
interesting.
expecting like an actual like RPG game and not like a Borderlands kind of like shooter, just
Yeah,
loot
let me
and
see.
shooting.
Borderlands. See, but even Borderlands, I feel like
I shouldn't have said Borderlands because obviously Borderlands has a dope story,
its
right?
story has charm. It has fucking like it doesn't take itself so serious, so you really can't
Yeah,
compare it because Destiny is so self-serious to me.
yeah,
Like besides like the fucking hotline bling and all that dumb shit they add after the game comes out, I feel like the game in itself and the lore behind it, they're super self-serious, and that's good. Like I would prefer they go that route because not every game needs to be a Borderlands 110%
yeah.
or a Fable or whatever the fuck, like a satirical game. But I don't know, just the route that they went with, there just wasn't enough there. And like Borderlands has so much charm and it's such itself. And again, Destiny is its own game. Like when I think of Destiny, I don't think it's generic in any sense of the word. I think it definitely has its own flavor to it for sure. But just the lack of content really disturbed me in the first one, and then for them to drop the second one and for me to play it and beat it almost as fast as the first one, and them to do the same kind of shit where they're locking content. I'm like, no, the game is gonna be good, but just like in a few months, like these passes, bro, these fucking passes, bro, these wolves,
Yeah.
like the wolf expansion is gonna fucking blow your mind. Like, okay, Mercury is a little fucking whack, okay, granted, but wait for these wolves, dude. Like, it's like, okay, like just make the fucking game. Like either make the game or don't. Like,
Yeah,
look at Cyberpunk. Like
I kind of feel
they're
like
fucking us right now. And but eventually when we play it, we're gonna be like, this is worth it. You know, if Destiny just kind of was like, all right, fuck it, like let's like if
that's the thing though. I can't place the blame at Bungie's feet because we all know what Activision is and how they control
yeah,
things. But
but
as far as when they left,
how long ago did they leave though? Like I didn't even know about
they
that.
left when it became free to play, so it had to be like six months, maybe 8 months.
Yeah, they've been free to play for a fucking while. I feel like
Yeah, so it's been a while since they left, and
I
then
might have to hop off with you and play a little bit of mouse and keyboard type beat because again the physics, the gameplay of it, it's definitely a fun gameplay loop. But you know, I again not having to pay for the game really changed my perspective on it. Like I was like, all right, fuck it, this is fun, like some free fun. But like going into it for a $60 purchase and then them being like, oh, but you know what I'm saying, we need that 30 piece, we need that 30 piece,
2.0.
we need that 30 piece. You give us $34, this game will be fire. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and then the fucking $50 what? Like as soon as I heard, I don't know if that was the first one or the second one. I don't even know, but the $50 expansion. I was like, are you guys smoking crystal meth? Are you guys smoking rot?
Like a year later too, I think.
What the fuck?
Now the
You're
thing
gonna drop
is,
the game at 60, drop a 30, and then drop another 50?
See, if they left Activision before they released, and they just came out straight away free to play.
No, free to play, and then those DLCs cost money. Great, yeah. Awesome, cool.
And that's the route they're going right now because they had a chance to announce a Destiny 3.
But the thing is,
they announced content for the next 2 years for Destiny 2. So they're sticking with this game.
That's interesting. Yeah, that's interesting.
So now it's going to be, in my eyes, what I always loved about Warframe was that it's Warframe 1.
But this is, you gotta kind of see where I'm coming from. This is what Fortnite's doing too. You know what I'm saying? It's just the same game. I don't ever have to do anything. They're just continuously. Yep. You know what I'm saying? And like it's a gift and a curse, really.
But I mean, it's not a bad thing because you can see from other games that when they go to their sequel or their third game, it's always okay. We'll take whatever we finish with this game, scrap all that. You lose all your stuff that you just spent 300-400 hours grinding for, and now you have to start from fresh. Like when you get into Destiny 2, the tower gets blown up, spoiler alert, and you lose all your gear. So now you're starting at light level 1, you got no weapons. So I like this idea of a continuous game that they'll just keep adding content to. Because I mean, Destiny 2 is not an ugly game.
No,
Destiny 2 looks pretty good. Like I'm playing it on my monitor, my 4K, the curved one, and it looks fucking gorgeous, dude.
You know how big it is?
The monitor, it's
No, not the monitor, the game.
What do you mean? Oh, the download?
Size one.
Yeah, I
Download,
think it's like 100 gigs. Yeah, it's like 92 or something like that. Wait, is it though? Yeah, I think it is.
I mean, I'm installing GTA 5 right now, so shouldn't.
Yeah, I forgot I got that for free too.
Nah, imagine. Fuck that. Yo, Solo Q Joker is streaming Valorant on Twitch right now. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, he's been streaming on Twitch even before Mixer closed.
What a guy, huh?
Yeah, he had some inside info, right? Now, I think we can segue into that, talking about Mixer and where we're going on.
I have. Before we do that, can I just ask you, what the fuck? Did you apparently you got a little refund recently?
Oh yeah, Cassie got into a car accident.
No, not that. I don't know about that.
Well, it's the refund.
No. You could talk about that if you want to, but I'm saying like a $6 refund or a Twitch Prime refund.
What?
Fucking Dr. Disrespect? You didn't hear about this?
Oh.
I was like, wait, what?
I'm not sub to him
Warcraft.
anymore. I stopped subbing, I think a month ago. But yeah, holy shit, huh? Isn't that crazy?
Fuck?
And nobody knows what's going on. Apparently, he doesn't even know what's going on.
No, he don't. That's not a thing. He knows.
Well, Tim the Tatman said last time I talked to him, he said he was in contact with Twitch, trying to figure out what's going on. That's the last thing I heard.
I watched the video of his last stream ending, and he was like, fuck, something's going on. He was like, fuck, like, we're going to get through this, guys. Like, he was very emotional and then signed off. Like,
yeah, it's probably them alerting that he's going to get banned, but they didn't give him the reason as to why. You know what I mean?
That's fucking... All right, so we're being very vague. Dr. Disrespect recently got permabanned off of Twitch.
Off of everything, I heard.
Twitch and Discord.
Yeah.
And we're just a news channel right now because everyone's already fucking talking about this. But that's the thing. We don't know. We don't know what he did.
Nobody knows. Oh, I mean, I'm sure somebody knows, but nobody's talking.
His wife kind of like alluded to, I don't know, whatever, but to the point where they refunded everybody who's subbed to him. Like, that's fucking crazy. Like, everybody who subbed to him, Twitch, the platform, refunded everybody's money and banned this dude for indefinitely.
I'm kind of curious.
And he's probably like the second biggest streamer on Twitch. Or I mean,
I think the stream that he was on, he was hosting like 52,000 people.
Crazy.
Like crazy. I mean,
one of the best entertainers. And like, I can't even think. I can't even think about what the fuck could be so bad that you would just...
It can't be animal abuse because we have a Twitch person that threw a cat. It can't be some kind of sexual showing because we had the same person show a titty. So it's like, where do you go from there? I mean, could it? It's odd.
Crazy.
I've never heard of someone getting banned this
and then
hard
the whole
and having
audience
no facts.
not having no idea. The whole audience doesn't know what the fuck happened.
So I feel like it can't be a stream thing. It has to be an outside of stream thing, or
like
maybe
a breach,
stream thing.
like a breach of TOS or.
That's what I'm saying.
But this is the thing that he made a deal though. He made a deal with them. Like,
yeah, but if you breach the TOS, it's probably he doesn't get all the money right away.
No, I know, but I'm saying like he's literally signed with Twitch to stream exclusively for Twitch. Like that's crazy. That even he is not touchable like that. Like even somebody who is exclusively partnered with Twitch, being a paid deal for them to stream for them, is still able to just see ya, like, career gone. That's fucking insane. So right now that gives us. I mean, I'm watching ninja videos on YouTube, but I don't know. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know if he's streaming somewhere or whatever the case is, but that's three very big name streamers that we kind of are in limbo. Like, we don't really know where they're gonna go.
Well, no, I think Ninja and Shroud said they're going back to Twitch. No,
did they? I haven't heard that yet.
I think I read that.
I know. I think Shroud might have been streaming on Twitch recently or something like that, but I mean, I guess this is a good segue into the bigger picture.
That's an even bigger fucking story. Ninja and Mix and Shroud making all that money.
out
Was
of
it
just
Ninja
instantly.
made 30 million, Shroud made 10 million to stream on a platform for less than a year. Then it closes down. Now they're back to Twitch. It's like, holy
Crazy.
shit, dude! Sign me up.
So
But
what are your? Because I know like you've been streaming on Mixer for a little bit. I used to stream on Mixer, and we're both familiar with Basement Flavor, who streams on Mixer, and Mr. Mortal had a certain aspect, a certain view of the situation. But what are your views on Mixer? Just kind of like giving up. That's how I perceive it. It's like they're just throwing in the towel in my eyes. Like, how do
honestly,
you perceive it?
a lot of people are saying that it's about um
The
all
racist
this
shit? I
all the race stuff and all the sex stuff.
uh,
But
I'm not buying that.
I I don't think you can make a business deal that quick.
Yeah,
Because those
exactly. Yeah.
stories just came out in 2 weeks, and you're gonna tell me that this company sold themselves off in 2 weeks?
And
Like,
like
there's no way. I've dealt
that
with
girl,
lawyers.
the
Lawyers,
girl
they don't make
that
that
did
shit go that quick.
that was talking the shit about like on Twitch, where she was like kind of like she was a, I forgot what the terminology was, but she was like she was saying like, oh, I'm partnered with Twitch, I'm part of like the task force, and like you guys better be scared of me. And then everybody was giving them flack about it and shit.
Oh,
Do you know what I'm referring to?
the girl that's pretending to be a deer or something like that.
Yeah, whatever. So, oh, fuck, I forgot my point. Fuck. Oh, but that, so like if somebody, so the whole situation with the racism, like it wasn't, it, it could be like Twitch basically was like, yo, this is not our viewpoint, blah 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 blah. Like Mixer could have definitely just did something like that. Like, yo, these racist remarks, it was made by one of our employees. Our company does not at all, feel that way. This person's thoughts does not represent the company. Blah blah blah. They could have did that. You know what I'm saying? Like that. It's not like, oh, racist remark, sell the fucking company. Like that's
Yeah,
in no
racist
way.
Mark or a couple of creators got accused of stuff. So let's just sell this company
Yeah,
that
that's
Shroud and
100%
Ninja alone we put $40 million into.
facts. Yeah, it's definitely business related.
Yep. I
Like
mean,
they
as far
clearly.
as what Microsoft said, they said we want to use Facebook to do our X Cloud, X
But
Store,
I
and shit,
also
or
think
whatever.
that's bullshit though. I also think that the partnership with Facebook is such a fucking cop out in my eyes. Like
Yeah.
I don't think that, like, that's basically just them just taking the easy way out. Like they obviously made a deal and they were like, you know what, like this shit is costing probably too much money for, and it's not, we're not seeing anything. It's like it's just a fucking a
Money pit.
whirlpool. It's
Yeah.
just, our money is just going down a hole and we're not really seeing anything from it. And part of me is like, okay, it's business, like I get it, but I don't know. It just sucks for a lot of people who made, well, a lot of kind of dickheads, man. I don't know.
I mean, it's
So I
the
feel like
people.
some of the
people
streamers
I
on
felt
Mixer
bad-
nowadays are kind of assholes.
The
but-
people I felt bad for are the people that obviously I know that were partners, and it's like this is the only source of content they were producing was Mixer
Right.
stream. So I'm like, fuck, now they gotta like upheave all this shit over to Twitch or YouTube or Facebook Gaming, which I guess Facebook Gaming
but
was
like
making a smooth transition.
90% of them are doing better than us already.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
know?
yeah, they have their communities already, but it's still like it's a hard transition to make it from not having a sub button to some of them aren't getting partner; they're just getting affiliate right away. So I mean, they
Yeah,
get
yeah.
the
But
sub
but
button,
affiliate-
but it's still like
Affiliate is basically what a partner for Mixer would be in my eyes.
yeah,
like
but it's like
being
you're
able to
not-
be subbed, all this shit, blah 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 blah.
You're not
Like
gonna
Mixer,
get the same love that you're gonna get if you were a partner. Like they won't feature you or anything if you're affiliate.
yeah, but that they don't even sponsor. Like Twitch is like the biggest thing. The YouTuber that I sent, well, the streamer that I sent you, who talks about all like the financial aspects of Twitch and all this shit, discoverability. Like
Yep.
his biggest point is like Twitch is super saturated,
Yeah.
and the discoverability on it is negative. So like it's crazy. It's super hard to.
That's what I told you before about like why I wanted to stream on Mixer, because I was like, there's so much shit here. Like, yeah, you can get money here, but there's so much shit here. It's really hard to progress forward.
Yeah.
As where Mixer, it's like I felt like I felt like it was gonna be a good opportunity. Obviously, I got fucked out of that, and I hate that I wasted so much time on it.
I mean, like we're really not at a loss. Like we're basically where we are now. I feel like everybody is kind of in that situation. I'm sure some people got fucked, but I feel like if your community was so strong on Mixer, then you're kind of in the same position now. You know what I'm saying? Like it's really not hard to become an affiliate. Like look at me, I did it. I get fucking 3 viewers. Like it's really not that hard.
I've seen some people already get partner.
Yeah, and partner is just
over.
I could be wrong, but as far as I'm aware, there is only Mixer partner, right? Is there 2 different levels, 2 different tiers on Mixer of being
Mixer partner, but then there was also you could sign up to get embers.
Yeah, so
there was like another way to make money without being a partner.
How I look at it, it's like Mixer partner is equal to Twitch affiliate, and then like there's just an extra tier on Twitch. Like Mixer didn't have that tier, which is partner, which is more of like mainstream. Like it's only like 100 views. I mean, not only, like that's a huge deal, but it's 100 views. You know, all of the numbers that require for an affiliate are scaled up. Yeah. So it's like 100 views average or whatever. So I feel like everybody that's transitioned over from Mixer is already kind of like,
yeah, they're doing good.
Yeah, they're already like, you know, they already got their peoples over. They're like, they're good, they're chilling. Like, so like, I don't really feel like it was that big of a loss.
Bad for are the people that I just personally seen 2 weeks ago or even 3 weeks ago that just got Mixer partner. Like, how fucked up is that? Mixer obviously knew this shit's going down. They're like, they couldn't just be like, yo, let's just hold off on
that's the shit. Like, that's the shit that really bothers me. It's like instant, and it was via a tweet. Like, you couldn't get the fucking CEO to make a video or be like, yo, or email a video to fucking every partner, or like, like you're on the newsletter. Like, if you're a partner on Mixer, like you have some sort of email hooked up to whatever the fuck to get paid, obviously. So like, just send those people a fucking video a month in advance before you're being like, yo, next month, see ya, like lights out. Like,
I love how they were like, oh, you can earn double what you earn from Embers until the end of June, and it was like June ends in like 5 days. Like, now, like what? And I love the people that I watch. I love them because they're like, that was the chance for them to make money, but they were like, listen, don't buy Embers, don't do anything, cancel your subs. I don't want you giving any more money to Mixer. Yeah. And then you're like, let's go over to Twitch and let's take care of this. And then it was a lot of them are doing that. It's dope.
Have you even seen Facebook Gaming's interface?
No, I tried looking it up, but I was too busy at work.
I don't even know what it looks like, who's on it, who streams on it, what game. I don't know a thing about it.
I see people go live on Facebook, but I don't know if that's the same thing. And I just kind of like, whatever.
Like, aren't we at the point where Facebook is just like the place where you go to yell at racists? Like, I don't understand why somebody would want to make their business on Facebook.
I mean, apparently Goliathon is going over to Facebook.
Oh, it's so weird.
And I did hear from a couple people that they got an email.
I only stream on MySpace. I'm a MySpace streamer.
Yo, honestly, are we bringing MySpace back?
Yeah. I'm with it.
Yo, who's on my top 8? Nah.
I'm with it.
I'll hook you guys up. I'll get a top 24. I'll embed that shit.
I'm with that. MySpace, low key, MySpace used to be the shit.
MySpace was teaching us how to code, and we didn't even realize
Facts. I had the fucking the HTML. I had the fucking. All right, so I got to put boom, boom, boom. I got the little media player over here. My layout is.
Yeah, it's like, all right, I want people as soon as they click on it, I want them to hear this Third Eye Blind song. But the player has to be in the background.
Loud as fuck. No way to pause it. The cursor becomes a fucking. A shiny ass like arrow with glitter flying off. Fucking so dumb.
Yeah, my Naruto MySpace pages were fucking on fire, dude. That shit was crazy.
I had like my shit was like black and orange and skulls around the outside with a media player with all my songs on it. My shit was fire. My shit was so nice.
Badass, dude.
Right? I'm a bad boy. What do you want from me? I just
dude. Yeah, MySpace is still alive. I check on it every once in a while.
You don't.
I swear to God, I log in just to be like, what is going on over here?
How do you know your MySpace login, you psychopath?
I haven't changed my password.
Oh, that freaks me out.
Well, The password that was there, I haven't used that kind of password, so I know it's only like one password back then.
That's
I could
scary.
log on to MySpace right now. You want me to show you, motherfucker? It's like it's
Live stream
weird.
MySpace.
You
Well, wasn't there a thing where like they signed with like fucking Common or Pharrell or something, and like they did, it was basically going to be like the the social media for music or something like that. Like they did some, I don't know. There was something. There was like they were trying to revive MySpace at one point, but like doing it via like the vein of making it strictly about like not strictly, but like this is the musical platform, like or whatever.
you can see that in. Okay,
Are
I
you
guess I can't remember.
don't log into your fucking.
It's gonna take a little
Grow
bit for
up.
me to remember. But actually, I've heard from a few partners that they were getting hit up. They're like, "Oh, if you come over to Facebook Giving, we'll give you 2,500 just for the first month that you stream, like just cash
Really?
straight up." I mean, I know a lot of them that denied it because they were a lot of them are denying it not only because it's Facebook Gaming, but
I
because
mean, like,
they
that's
don't
just kind
want
of like
their community names to be out there. You know what I mean? Because Facebook is your actual name for the
right.
most
Yeah.
part, so they don't want their community having their
Well, I'm
actual
sure. I'm sure there's like a
info out there.
business. I'm sure there's like a business page you can make that you
Well,
can
yeah,
stream
but
off.
the community wise, like if I went to go watch it, I'm going to watch it as
Right.
my
Right.
name. You know what
Right.
I mean?
Actually, yeah,
There's
I
no
didn't think about
nickname
that.
system.
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
I kind of
Huh.
like that idea because it kind of saves. It kind of makes people more honest. You know what I mean? I don't know how to
Yeah.
word that. Like I'm
No,
not
I
gonna have
get
some
that. Yeah.
blueberry
Yeah.
come in chat and be like, "Oh,
Facts.
you're a fat fucking slob," and be like, "Emmanuel, I see your name right there. I see
Yeah,
your
like I know where
family,
you.
dude."
I can literally see where you live, bitch. Like that. That corner store is down the street, bitch. I will find you. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
like
weird
that's so.
concept, man. Facebook gaming, like that's just a weird. It's just a weird concept.
I was saying if they want to be taken seriously, they would need to add some kind of nickname system to that. That way you can
Yeah.
hold that stuff private to yourself. But I mean, I'm
It's,
sure
I just,
Facebook Game is
one
just
of
going
these
to go
days,
the
I
way it
owe it
makes
to
sense.
myself and Facebook Gaming, the good people at Facebook, Zuckerberg. I owe you enough to like go check it out, to like see what the fuck it looks like.
To
Do they have
watch it.
emotes? Like, do they have like what is it? It's like a Fugazi, a Fugazi. Like, I don't know what the fuck. I gotta go check it out. Like, I don't know I don't know what it is. I can't really make like an honest joke about it, or the opposite assumption. Like I need to go check it out. Like I don't know what the fuck it is. I don't. And like
Alright.
I want to go. I want to go see.
Is it separate from Facebook? You know what I mean? Like, or is it its own thing? Because I
Fuck.
just watch now.
Ooh.
Okay, so it's a part of Facebook. Oh, that's so weird. Someone's playing Fortnite on a tablet and streaming it on Facebook Gaming.
Ew, that's so filthy.
That's so odd.
All right, hold on. What did you type in? Facebook Gaming?
I typed in Facebook Gaming, and then at the Facebook Gaming page, which is the first link
The first thing that
pops
comes out is welcoming the Mixer community to Facebook Gaming.
And then if you go to All Gaming at the top, you can go to Watch Now, and that brings you to the actual Facebook Gaming Center.
You said what? Click on what?
I mean, their numbers aren't bad. The games are weird. Like, PUBG Mobile has 81,000 people watching it right now.
Why?
PUBG Mobile.
How do you watch?
What is going on right now? It's so odd.
I can't even click. Like, I don't even know. I can't even like Facebook. All right, so Facebook.com. Do I need to be like signed in?
Probably.
Like, this is so ugly. Like, you literally have to be on fucking Facebook to watch these streamers. Like, that's so weird.
That's what I'm thinking. God,
like, how are their there's no way their numbers can be good.
The number, I mean, I'm looking at it right now, and let's put on highest viewers. PUBG Mobile is number one at 81,000. Free Fire Battlegrounds, which is definitely a mobile game, is 56,000.
So 81000.
81.7K. And then 56.3K. And then another Mobile Legends is 38.8K. And then Grand Theft Auto 5 comes in at 34. And then Arena, it's like a bunch of mobile games, dude. It's so weird.
So 8.7. So you said 80,000.
81.7. So
So we'll round up
81,700.
to 90,000.
90,000, yeah.
So just chatting on Twitch has 249,000 viewers. Fortnite has 160,000.
Yep.
Valorant has 107,000. So I mean, that's not fucking for a PUBG Mobile.
For PUBG Mobile, it's kind of crazy, right?
What is this fucking world? What is going on?
PUBG alone is like, why are people still watching this? But PUBG Mobile, dude, that's like something else. I don't even want to click on it because I don't want to add a view to that. I don't know what I'm gonna watch there.
I'm so confused. How is that a thing?
I have no idea. It's nutty. I mean, they did do better than Mixer, right?
Those numbers have to be inflated. There's no way that there's people on Facebook like, yeah, let's go watch PUBG on a phone. What? 80,000?
That's why I was curious about it. I was like, maybe I should just throw Facebook gaming in there because that's like another app that almost everybody has on their phone. You know what I mean?
But I'm calling Facebook is going way of Mixer. Like I'm calling it now.
Yeah,
like there's no way it takes. There's no way.
I mean, Facebook's obviously not going to last forever, right? It's going to go eventually to the way of MySpace. And
Facebook is already that way.
Apparently, it's not, right?
Because it has plenty of users. I don't know. It's Boomerville.
Well, yeah, it's like the way I use it is just mainly
like if they came out with Twitter Live, like everyone's like, oh shit, like it's lit, let's go. Like that's Twitter, perfect.
I feel like Twitter
have a handle.
I feel like Twitter's even going.
No, I agree.
Down the way. I think Instagram Live right now is actually picking up a little bit.
Well, like Instagram for me, like the only gripe I have with Instagram, it is 100% a phone app. Like,
yeah,
it is not integrated on a PC. Like you can go onto Twitter and have a decent enough time on a browser. Like that's my point. Is like
I don't know. I just made my Instagram the other day and it's not too bad.
I agree that Instagram Live, but like Instagram Live is more so like you're hopping on and streaming, like you have your phone in your face, you know.
Plus, you can only stream for an hour at a time.
Really?
Yeah, it cuts you off at an hour.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's weird.
I didn't know that. That's probably why I think I did it once and I got cut off and I was like, what the fuck just happened? So that's probably the answer to what happened. But like Twitter, I know Twitter's already doing live shit. I think I see somebody streaming on Twitter whenever I'm on, like it's just at the top of the screen. It's like, oh, someone's live, and I'm like, all right, cool. So like, but I think that Twitter would have a much bigger impact on the streaming thing if they went that way. You know, like people are always on Twitter. You know, it's the fucking handle is integrated already. Like you don't make your name. You could change your name to whatever you want.
Yep.
You know, I think that would, and then it's two platforms in one. You can stream, and then the tweet goes out, boom. Like, I think that would make so much more sense than Facebook. Like granted, if I streamed on Facebook, my mom would come watch me. You know what I'm saying? But like, yeah. I just think the audience for Facebook gaming it's just an odd fucking idea, to me.
I feel like streaming gaming, unless you have a ton of friends on Facebook that are just into gaming, into watching people. It's not even like into gaming. It's like into watching people play games. It's like it's a totally different level of people.
Yeah, definitely a different distinction there. Is like,
yeah,
because like me, I can watch people play fucking games. You know what I'm saying? But not everyone's like that. Like,
yeah, I mean, someone can love playing games. But
I'm definitely more of a YouTube watcher when it comes to to video content. I'm definitely much more of like a YouTube head.
Yeah.
I find it hard to stay because I feel like Twitter's a little bit more requires a little bit more work. You know what I'm saying? Like you kind of have to be not necessarily that you have to, but like it goes more so along the lines of like, yo, like this is live for a reason. You know what I'm saying? As where YouTube is just like, all right, I'm on break. Let me fucking go watch some shit. You know what I'm saying? So like, I find it hard for me to hop into a live stream as opposed to throw on a 15-minute video. So I'm definitely more of like a YouTube consumer, but
yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm the same way. Like if I go to help somebody out and watch their stream, I try to stay active in the chat.
right, yeah,
But
yeah.
that's like somebody that I
It's a
actually
different
care
thing.
about.
Like
That's not like
one is
someone.
like one for me. One's networking slash like interaction, and then the other one is just mindless entertainment. Like, so I think they're very different in that aspect, which is probably like that's probably hurting me in the long run because Twitch could just be my entertainment, but that's just not how I perceive it. Like,
Yeah, you can't
that's
you can't just have one source of content anymore.
yeah.
Because I mean, who knows? Something can happen to Twitch.
I
Maybe.
see. As much as I say like that would never happen, like you really never fucking know
Yeah,
at
you
this
never
point.
know. I mean, it's companies go down all the time. Nothing stays alive.
The record industry comes and says like, "Yo, we're shutting you guys down for letting people play our music for so fucking long on some dumb shit." Like it really is just like, and with this shit getting more and more mainstream, it's more and more likely that shit could happen. Like just look at everyone's trying to get a fucking little piece of the pie with the gaming shit. So that alone is what made the strike start rolling in with the audio and all that shit. Like the record labels realized like, oh, this is a real industry. Like we gotta fucking start getting a piece of this. Like so corny.
I love the memes that came out too when everybody on Twitch was flipping out about that. And people were like, from that dumb Adam Sandler movie, it wasn't even Adam Sandler. Yeah, it was like James Franco looking down. It's like, oh, first time, huh? And he was saying like he's a YouTube person talking to a Twitch person, talking about DCMA claims and shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, all those memes that came out were fire about that.
The one I saw was like Tfue saying like, imagine promoting somebody's music on your stream in front of thousands of people, and then them copyright claiming you. Like, it's a good fucking point. Like, at the end of the day, like, if I'm playing music in my fucking car that's on the radio driving on the street, like, and some random schlub on the side hears it, like, what the fuck is the difference? Like,
I mean, the difference
it's literally
is
promotional. Like, oh, that's a good song. Like, how do I get access to that song?
I would say
I get that, like,
business-wise.
Oh, I get it. No, trust me, I do.
They're making money while having their content being used. Business-wise, I mean, I'm saying that's free promotion.
Exactly, it's
have
promotion.
to pay anything. It's not like the music on the stream is making the stream. It's because not like a music channel.
I'm a notorious downloader of music, but I literally, because of Twitch and becoming a streamer, I have Spotify Premium now. Like Twitch, like there's just so much. It's not mine. But there's
hook it up.
There's so much. You got to talk to Basement Flavor about that one. But it doesn't matter anymore because you can't fucking use it on stream. So like, there's no point. Like I literally made a playlist of like 2,000 songs to use on stream and labeled stream, and now I just can't fucking use it. It's like, for what?
Were you using the music for yourself or for the stream?
I mean, it was playing through the stream.
I understand it was playing through the stream. Do you want the music playing for yourself? Like, do you like playing games with the music, or did you just want the stream to hear the music?
I like it both, because like if I'm sitting here rapping and doing all this, like it's content for the stream, but it's also playing in the background for the stream. So it was more so for like the stream and to negate any like awkward silence, or if I'm not talking to anybody in the chat, like there will be something, or people just vibing in general. You know what I'm saying? So it was definitely more so for the stream. But in my aspect, I wonder if there's a loophole / distinction between me playing the music on my stream via my PC, right? Or me having it in the background IRL. I wonder if there's a distinction there.
I think if it pops up loud enough, then
could you argue that I am just listening to music in the background? I wonder if you playing it here versus playing it on your PC, I wonder if that's a loophole. Because you can say like, I'm using this for my personal enjoyment. It is not even on my stream. You're just hearing it via, it is being broadcast to my stream via the PC through something that's on, like
Well,
if
I
I was
mean,
just playing my
it would
phone.
be kind of like having a movie playing behind you on a TV, right?
I guess so.
I feel like they would still have some kind of claim
Yeah,
to that, you know what I mean? Because they're still showing their content off.
that's a good point.
But I think like it's tough because
It's like it's
I've
such a
heard that they
weird,
claim 3-year-old clips for like a 4-second
so
song
stupid.
intro or some shit
I've,
like that.
I've heard a
I heard
bunch
it
of
was
shit
like a
like
lot of
people who get like 10 viewers are getting claimed and like shit like that.
Yeah.
Like for what? Like what are you aiming to gain? Just so people hate you, like hate your company more? Like I'm getting to the point where I'm just like, yo, like fuck this. Like I'm not listening to another song until you guys start to realize like, yo, this is 2020. Like people, like this shit is a fucking industry. Like
I love that phrase, by the way. Can I tell you that?
what?
It's like, yo, it's 2020. Why is this shit still happening? I'm like, motherfucker, it was 2019 last year. What was really gonna change?
I get that, but I'm
It's
saying
2020.
like,
Motherfucker, that doesn't mean
it's not
shit.
2002 anymore where we're using fucking iPod touches and it's like, oh, you need fucking a Zune. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a different fucking era. Like especially with COVID going on. Like that's even more boggling to me. Is like what? Like really? You're gonna start claiming now? Like what the fuck is wrong with you? Like let people listen to their shit. Like it's just so weird to me. Like what? Like you guys already have all the money. Like Drake, I'm hurting Drake by playing Drake on my fucking 3-viewer Fortnite stream. Really?
Actually, he made a song about it. He started crying in the vocals. It was
fucking ridiculous.
It was heartfelt.
Ridiculous. All right. Well, I feel like we've ranted long enough for this fucking Mixer bullshit.
Yeah.
So do you hold any ill will towards Microsoft, like in their actions or their choices they've made? Like, because in my eyes, it's like, damn, like they really brought on these dudes. I mean, a lot of the Mixer, as far as I'm aware, I follow a lot of Mixer streamers all of a sudden for some reason. I think that was kind of from you, like, or me trying to network, whatever the fuck. But a lot of them, I feel like their perspective on Ninja and Shroud coming to Mixer is like, we fucking been here. Like, fuck these dudes. Like, worry about us. Like,
I feel
why are you guys talking about them? You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that's their perspective.
I feel like that's a few of them, their perspective.
I've seen it a lot where like it's kind of like, oh, the two guys, like, oh, the two guys you guys are talking about. It's like, but in my eyes, it's like Ninja damn near ruined his fucking career coming to Mixer for him to, like, he's the biggest streamer in the world, and like, as much as I don't really enjoy, I mean, I'm subbed to him, not, on YouTube. I'm subbed to him on YouTube, and like, I enjoy him as a person and his content. I'm not super into his shit, but like, but as a person, but like his Valorant shit, I think his Valorant shit is cool, but I respect Ninja so fucking much on the level of him making gaming real, like showing people that gaming can be a profession, that it is mainstream. And I know like he's not
gaming. Apparently, you can make a $30 million deal and then only have to stick to it.
And then do whatever the fuck you want. Yeah, exactly. So I appreciate what Ninja is doing. Like at the end of the day, like Ninja is just a fucking PUBG. Is just a what was that game for PlayStation? The fucking, what is it called? The fuck is it called? Oh my god, brain fart. There's another, it's a battle royale.
For PlayStation?
Yeah, I thought it was for PlayStation. H1Z1?
Oh, yeah. No, it was Sony made, but it never came to PlayStation.
Oh, really? Okay, so H1Z1, yeah. So H1Z1, like, that's who he is. He's just that kid. You know what I'm saying? And he blew the fuck up. And, like, I think that shows a lot of... It just shows a lot of people, like, yo, like, we can do... He got a fucking deal with Adidas, like... And I know it's like, oh, fucking Ninja, who cares? But, like, the fact that he showed... The fact that Lady Gaga, who, would have no fucking clue as to what Fortnite is... now has some sort of inkling that like this shit is real, because like their little interaction on Twitter. Like I just feel like what he's done for gaming as a whole is really, really important, and I really respect him for who he is and what he's done for the community. But at the end of the day, like I just think that he kind of got fucked by Mixer, by them acquiring his contract and then them putting no effort into the platform and then eventually killing it, obviously. But Like he was on the platform for a while and
stream back to Twitch, right?
I don't think so. Yeah,
I'd like to see those numbers of his first stream.
Well, he's still.
I wonder if he'll even come.
Have
back
you heard
to
about
Twitch,
what happened with? Have you heard about what happened with him though?
No.
With Twitch?
Oh, yeah, when he first left, right?
Yeah. Did you hear about all that shit?
Yeah, they're like streaming like porn and shit, and like
yeah. So they
deleted his page but kept it open.
So they've never done that with anybody else. They deleted his page when he made the Mixer deal. So they deleted his page and then they reinstated it and were promoting other streamers on it. And then someone got the code and then was streaming porn and it was live for like too long.
It was like hours.
So yeah, too long. Shit. So you know, obviously he, rightfully so, is, you know, will be fucking have some sort of bad blood with that. So I'm just curious as to what his next move is, but he is still.
He goes over to YouTube.
YouTube. Yes, I think he has 22 million on YouTube.
He has a lot of subscribers on YouTube. I remember that video you showed me, sent me. I was just like, Jesus. But this is what surprised me the most, actually.
23.7 million subscribers.
I want to get away from the mixed conversation, but it's also like there's a lot there.
There's a lot, yeah.
Nobody is talking about YouTube. Like everybody's like, I'm not going to Facebook.
Bro, I'm gonna come clean. I'm gonna come clean. Like I honestly have been thinking recently that I might just make that change as well. Like for just for the simple fact that just the fact that like the amount of work required to have your stream turn into, you know, physical permanent content is -1. Like there is no effort. It is automatic, if you so choose, obviously. But
yeah, you post it as soon as you end streaming. You log on.
I'm literally. Post it. I have you on this screen and then a video editor on this screen right now that I've been fucking putting off for the longest time. Because it's fucking work. Like editing videos is work. So like the fact that is just implemented immediately it's a huge deal. And then it's one-stop shopping. Like you don't even have to. And I get diversifying your brand is important, obviously more so now than ever. But I don't know. It's just YouTube. I agree. YouTube is a huge fucking contender, and like a lot of people aren't talking about that. Like a lot of people just immediately went to Mixer and like. Excuse me, Twitch, and I don't know why. Like, I feel like, well, so this is a completely different, well, not different, but observation I'm making now. I don't think any of the, correct me if I'm wrong, but any of the Mixer streamers that we are familiar with post YouTube videos, and I feel like the majority of Twitch streamers do that.
Yeah, it's and I've actually heard a lot of them talk about how they're going to start doing that as well.
Right, but
they were like, obviously we can't just...
Every big name Twitch or even little name, you know, Twitch, they're like, all right, this is, you know, all right, this is going on the YouTube, blah, blah, blah. Does Pugs post on YouTube?
He has a YouTube channel, and he does have quite a few videos, but... Oh, yeah. I don't think he has been posted recently. Like,
cause like I've never heard even when like back in the day when I was on it, like them being like, oh yo, we're gonna throw this up, like blah blah blah. It's just not. It's weird. Like I feel like Mixer was, and like now I feel like everyone is, because I was trying to explain this to Mortal, like not thoroughly, but like I was just telling Mortal like, bro, like this shit is, you know, Mixer's kind of a meme. And I feel like everyone's chains are fucking like broken off. Like they're like, oh, we can actually make content. We can actually like make money. Yeah. We can actually make community now that you're not like hiding in the fucking layers and layers of like. It's very easy to become popular on Mixer, like, but that doesn't translate anywhere else. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just kind of how I see it. It's like you can. It's weird. Like Mixer. Like, I just feel like Mixer is Mixer, and then like the other platforms are like a network of this, that, the other thing, and all that shit. Yeah, like Mixer was just strictly Mixer, and like that's such a weird headspace to be in.
Yeah, I could see that. It was definitely like you're not gonna get super popular anywhere else from just streaming on Mixer. Like nobody from Twitch is gonna like call you out. Your name or anything like that.
But now that they're out of that situation where So the point I was trying to make was like now you can be discovered. Now you can grow and shit. Like you can get the as big as you want on Mixer, but I feel like it would never be a thing. Like in my eyes, like if you told me like, oh, this dude, like I hate to make the reference with Basement Flavor, like we had what 10K, and like who and nobody knows, like nobody cares. You know what I'm saying? But like 10K on Twitch is like a big deal. Like people would know who that person is. People would be watching that. Like if you had 10K on Twitch, you would not be pulling, 11,000 exactly. Tate, thank you. 11,000 followers. Like that's a huge fucking deal for Twitch.
Yeah, and Mixer still denied Basement the partnership, which is like
based off of the viewership, which is like my biggest point. Is like,
but even the viewership. I mean, back in the day, we were doing great with viewership. We were doing like 30, 35 every time, holding. I mean, sometimes like we'd have like 20 or 21, but it was always like high up there. Even sometimes I remember it getting up to like 60.
Yeah.
It's just crazy to me. It's over. I'm glad I didn't get partner because I don't have to worry about losing a bunch of money. Yeah, 70 on Fridays. Yeah, we were doing a lot. I mean, we put in a lot of effort to get those numbers too. Like I feel more so than a normal streamer would put in. You know what I mean? As far as like really trying to grow a community farm team on Mixer through Fortnite. But
it's just a shame that where it's just fucked up where it ended up. Like they could have kept it going. They could have implemented some sort of technology or facelift, anything. Like anything could have been better than what they did. Of just can't.
They didn't put in effort.
Yeah,
they're done.
Unfortunate.
So out of here. Bye bye Mixer.
So with that being said, follow us on, follow me on Twitch, President Sloan. Follow
Twitch, Twitter, Instagram,
on YouTube. 2Guys1Mic.
Love it if we could get more subscribers on YouTube. So if you're watching this video with us still, thank you. I'm glad our conversation is intriguing enough. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm not going to tell you to hit the notification button because I feel like if I say that, you're not gonna, but it's there if you click it. And we don't really have a set schedule, so
I don't ever use that.
Neither,
but I still watch every video that I hate notifications. Like not even just for YouTube, just in general. Yeah, no, the amount of Discord fucking notifications I get for shit that I don't even give a fuck about, it irritates me to no end. As soon as I join a Discord, it's 3 a.m, bro. I
hide notifications. Ding, ding.
I'm like, what the fuck? I don't need to get notifications for this shit, bro. It's oh my god.
Two random people talking to each other.
Facts. It's so stupid.
Hitting at everyone for some reason.
Oh my god. But I digest. So, man.
Yeah, well, we revealed that I'm a cuck and I'm playing Destiny 2, and that you might play with me sooner or later.
I might be down.
We covered Mixer. Is there anything else you want to cover in today's episode?
I mean, there's a large elephant in the room right now. But I feel like we're already kind of over the time. But
it's been a while. I don't mind going a little bit more. If you don't.
Cyberpunk, man.
Yeah. How hard did that hit? Dude, I was liking and retweeting their fucking tweets on their daily countdown. And then they're like, hey, fuck you, here's an extra 30 days. I'm like, god damn it, dude.
Is it 30 days?
Yeah, wasn't it October to September? Or something like that? I mean,
was it October now?
September to October?
Well, in my heart, it's still fucking like August to September or whatever.
I know it's definitely because it went from, we finally got down into the double digits countdown wise, and then now it's back up past 100. But it wasn't that much. Yeah, it's disappointing. The
gameplay though. Can we talk? I mean, yeah. I think you might have watched. Did you watch the full 4-hour demonstration?
No, I did.
I watched bits and
I did not want to do that to myself.
A few of IGN videos. So, I mean, one thing to take away from it, they're doing an anime, which is I'm fucking stoked for. That's gonna be crazy.
I wanted to talk to you specifically about that because that shit's not coming out in 2022.
Wait, what?
The anime. It's not coming out for 2 years.
What?
Motherfucker, they announced it without any concept art.
No, they already showed it. They already showed the fucking thing.
No,
They had
when they announced it, it was the Asian girl
dudes
talking,
yeah.
and then they brought the dudes out. There was no concept art.
No, there was one. Well, it was one poster.
One
thing.
poster. It was like a crudely drawn guy with his back to us. With the,
I didn't even think about that.
A title thing, but it's 2022, dude.
Yeah, dude, that's crazy.
I don't need to know about an anime this early. Like,
that's actually a good
that
point.
Shit when the game releases or something.
I didn't see the date, so that is an infraction on my part. That's fucked.
Get out of here.
They need to have dropped that before the game to make hype for it, not give us. What? That's so weird. That's something they announce when the game drops. So like,
yeah,
the game's out now.
Game out. By the way, stay tuned. We're gonna have an anime coming.
Wait. The game comes out, and then the game is gonna be out, and then like, oh yeah, 2 years from now, because it's coming out this year. What the fuck?
So I mean,
what?
I can only imagine that they are planning on putting content out to cover those 2 years.
Yo, but imagine. Well, nah, because it's taking place in the city as well. So I was gonna say like wherever the anime takes place, imagine they implement that into DLC and you can go to where the anime takes place. But the anime takes place in the city, so which is already confirmed. So.
But yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to watch the gameplay because I'm already hyped up for it. I already know it's gonna be good. All I did was watch.
the extra delay hasn't diminished your expectations at all?
I was pissed, but I know it's going to be good. I trust CD Projekt Red. I'm a big fan of the games.
So when I did see the gameplay, I saw a little bit of the free roam shit, and I was like, wow, like them driving around in the fucking like
the desert,
different cars in the desert. I was like, that's like a setting that I didn't even expect to be in the game or something like that.
Yeah,
you know?
that caught me off guard. I've only watched the Angry Joe show.
I haven't seen that one. I literally only clicked on like 2 or 3 because like for me that day was really live for videos in my subscription feed. I had like Animal Crossing, this like a bunch of shit was going on, like Pokemon, whatever. So like I had a lot of shit to watch. So I only ended up catching like a few IGN snippets, but I did intend on going back and watching the full 4-hour presentation. I haven't gotten around to it.
That's a lot of gameplay to watch.
Well, it's not strictly gameplay; it was a presentation. So, like,
but it's
the anime thing was part of that, and then
even
shit.
So,
I think I might have watched Eric's video as well.
I want to keep most of that game fresh. Yeah. I don't want to. I already know that we're gonna, because in the scalp video that I watched, he talked about doing that mission that they already showed off with the girl in the bathtub. So I already know about that mission. So now it's like. I hate knowing about that mission because I know the steps that are going to happen because he said this is a take for take of what the mission they showed us. So he went in there, he stealth killed this guy, he went in there, that guy was shooting through the wall. Like, that would have been cool to experience for the first time. But now I know, okay, he's going to go that door, it's locked now, so let me just go to this window because that's the way I access
but you gotta think about like the amount of content that is going to be in this game. And then the amount of content that they're going to show. Like, they're not going to spoil... You know, there's going to be so much more discoverability than that dumb sequence. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at The Witcher. Like, if you were watching The Witcher, like... And then playing The Witcher, like, what the fuck? Like, this... What? Like, this dude's a werewolf and he ate his fucking lover? Like, what?
Now, with The Witcher, I can say I did watch gameplay on that, but that's also because there was other games coming out.
I need it. Like, that's like an IV drip. Like, I need it. Like, if I'm not getting information, especially if it's fucking delayed, I'm like, I don't care anymore. Like, fuck this. Like, whatever. Not true, but like, look at like, dude, I can't relate enough to fucking Fallout 4. Like, the amount of times I watched that Fallout 4 fucking gameplay demonstration of that in anticipation for that shit, it's sick. It is gross. I should be locked up. The amount of fucking times I watched that trailer, that E3 trailer, and watched breakdowns of the trailer, and I think we're gonna get grenades are gonna be tied to right bumper.
All the speculation and stuff like that.
Oh my god, I couldn't stop. I would watch the same shit over and over and over and over again. So like, I need it. Like I need it. I need to watch shit. If I'm not getting information, That's what makes me itchier. Like
I understand
I would.
why you need to watch the Cyberpunk stuff too, because
Well, I
you.
haven't yet. So like, but again,
Well, I mean, why you want
on
to, right?
unlike yeah, exactly. But unlike you, the delays are kind of getting me annoyed to the point where I am paying less attention to my hype for the game. Where I'm just like, whatever, it's gonna come out eventually. Fuck it. Like I don't care anymore.
Yeah,
But
I stopped liking their tweets. I think I might have muted them or something like that.
damn, look at
Because
you fight the power.
no, I was
Okay,
just like,
fuck them.
I don't want to
No,
see this anymore.
yeah,
I was like, I
they're
don't
gonna
want to
come
see this
out
fucking
in a month.
content
They're gonna
anymore.
be like, okay, dude, we promise January 2021. We fucking promise.
I mean, there's another big announcement too. They announced it for Xbox before, but they officially announced it.
Yeah, right. I saw that the upscale, whatever.
The free upscale.
Yeah, same thing
to
with
next gen, which
yeah,
is
same
awesome.
thing. Same thing with Xbox.
Yeah, so I mean,
But like,
that's just the kind of
but they have like a
company
they have like a coined phrase. But that's true for other games on Xbox. I'm curious if PlayStation is going to adopt that idea. You know what I'm saying? Like if they
Yeah.
are going to be like, oh, we have smart delivery too, because smart delivery is like a thing, like a fucking brand name that Xbox is going for. So like, I'm curious to see if like if PlayStation will adapt that mindset and be like, oh, if you buy fucking 2K21, like we'll give you that on PS5 as well.
It should be. I mean, as
I
far
agree.
as
No,
I
agree. Like,
know,
it's really not that big of a deal.
PlayStation
The amount of
has
time
already
I probably bought
announced.
GTA 5 like 3 fucking times.
Yeah.
You know, I had it on fucking.
Yeah.
It was in between generations on Xbox 360 and Xbox One, which is actually fucking surprising and kind of gross that was the first game that the PlayStation 5 showed off.
Don't
Because
even talk to me about that.
it's a
Jesus Christ.
it's a PlayStation 3 game.
And they announced like, oh, the online version is gonna be free for everyone. I was like, I don't give a fuck.
What?
I was like, I don't care. Why am I watching this right now? Why is this getting me in the mood to leave the stream?
So weird. That was a weird opening. And granted, I think Sony did better than Microsoft in the presentation aspect. But like, why the fuck would you lead off with a 15-year-old game? Like, fucking interesting. Very interesting call.
Very odd show in its entirety as well. With the type of stuff.
I feel like I've warmed up a little bit to the design of the PlayStation. I still think it's pretty fucking ugly, but definitely discless is better looking.
100%.
The disc one looks still atrocious to me, but
I hope that the slim version or pro version or whatever they're gonna call it has a different design.
Yeah.
Because
usually they do.
Right now, as far as launch games go, I didn't see what they said was launch, but I'm not excited for launch. So I'm probably not going to get it on launch day.
Well, isn't fucking thing? Or is that's PlayStation 4, right? The Ghost of Tsushima?
That's like in 2 weeks.
The Ghost of Sasuke?
Ghost of Tsushima? I can't wait for that fucking game.
Yeah, so you got that,
I
right?
might actually stream that game, like actually stream it.
I'll watch that shit.
Like that game is so gorgeous. I was showing Cassie that game, and she's like, "When does he start playing?" I was like, "Oh, he's been playing, like riding on a horse and shit." She's like,
"Yeah,
oh,
right."
Okay.
That's dope.
Yeah, it's.
So you have that, right? So what else has been announced with the PlayStation that is even? I mean, clearly you're obviously going to buy it for day one for Ratchet and Clank, clearly. But
yeah, maybe I'll do it as a Christmas present for.
But like what? But like what titles are drawing you out of PC gaming to go back to console life?
I mean, the only games that I really like PlayStation 4, which is like the story games. So.
Well, like, have any of those been announced or hinted at yet?
The new Horizon game that was announced, but I think that was 21. That's not.
But with the announcement of that coming to PC, do you think that we'll see a PC? No. I mean the first one. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Eventually it will, but.
But do you see yourself having
came out 2 years
like
ago?
That game? That game alone will entice you into buying a PlayStation 5 to play that game, knowing that it'll probably come to that in other games, or that
in other games, like God of War.
But like we don't have any news on that, right? No, right? Like, okay,
that's what I'm saying. I'm probably not going to buy it day one.
Right.
Like I'm definitely leaning towards not buying it day one because I don't really want to spend the money
And I think there's no reason for me to buy an Xbox, like in general. Like I
There's
just don't
not.
see.
I mean, it's buying an Xbox now is really if you're just a couch player, pretty much, or if you really like are into the brand, I guess.
Or
Because I mean,
if you love Elgato capture
yeah, if you
cards,
want to add another
another device to hook
box
up.
hanging out your freaking system,
You gotta buy an extra HDMI cord to stream your shit. I don't know. I mean like it's like a double-edged sword for me. It's like with PlayStation exclusives not coming to PC, A is annoying, but B I also agree that it may be keeping their console alive because like
yeah.
Besides the parents buying their kids the console, I think we're just all getting to the point where it's like, why? Like, if I can play Gears,
especially the price points of the consoles, that's going to determine
exactly, yeah,
like,
yeah, 700.
am I going to
Like,
spend $600-700 on a console, or am I going to save an extra $100-200 and
yeah,
get
to
pretty
be
much
able
the same thing
and then have not double, not triple, not quadruple, fucking like 30,000 times your game library availability. Like the amount of games on Steam versus the amount of games on Marketplace is
the
like
games, the sales on Steam,
night and
the
day.
sales everywhere, dude. It's like it's
Porn,
ridiculous.
you go watch
It's
porn on
crazy.
PC.
Yeah,
Like,
dude, like
Skype,
the amount of
stream.
stuff you can do while also playing games. Like when I used to play consoles, I was like, yo, I love these games. I was like, I don't really care about PC, blah, blah, blah. And then I
Exactly.
finally built my PC, and then I finally got my second monitor. And that's when I was just like, holy
And then you were
shit,
like,
dude.
and then it was just like you saw like
I was
like all this information was like being
just
beamed in your face. You're like,
I was just like, oh my God.
all the information. You're like, why? I see the light. Like,
Yeah, it's just
there's
like,
no reason to go back.
it's like crazy. It's like, I can't, like I was playing The Last of Us 2 for Cassie because she likes watching those kind of games.
Yeah, how is it so far? How you feeling about it?
I like it. I mean, I already got to a part where a lot of people hate the game, but I was just like, this game's gorgeous. They're definitely taking like how do I put it? I don't think I've seen another game go the way they did with these stories and characters. Like I didn't think they like have the balls to do this to somebody, you know what I mean? That people
I mean,
love.
I know what you're referring to, but I will say that Gears had some balls with something along those lines.
Yeah, but like did Marcus Phoenix die like an hour in?
I don't want
Or was
to. I
he
don't.
still alive in Gears 5?
I don't want to like. I mean, granted, that's the playable character, but if you play co-op in Gears of War 2 or 3, the main protagonist, you know what I'm saying? So I mean,
Okay.
he ends up killing himself. I think. I don't remember how. I'm pretty sure that's how it goes down. But it was Gears 3. But Marcus Phoenix is. So if you play co-op on Gears, it's Marcus Phoenix and Dom. And Dom ends up having to deal with some shit with his wife, and then he's like, "Fuck this, I'm out." And I think he goes out in a blaze of glory, or ends up killing himself. I'm not sure which one it was, but a very, very main, pivotal character in the main story, one of the main lead protagonists. You know, so. But I know the gravitation, the gravity of what you're referring to is probably definitely much heavier, but
yeah,
just a little call out to Gears of War. They had some balls with their storytelling as well.
everything about these games, because you are not really doing much else but focusing on these characters that you're playing as. You know what I mean? Like there is action obviously in the game, but there's a lot of moments where I'm just walking with a girl and then they're just having like side conversations as they're walking, building up the story and whatnot. So I mean, it's like I love those kind of games where yeah, like in chat, like a movie game. Like I love that idea. Like just a beautiful, gorgeous, super detailed game that makes you care about what you're doing with the characters.
Right. Gives you some sort of sense of like weight and like gives you a fucking like that's the thing. Like we've already had this discussion on the show, but like emotion and fucking like you're tethered to the you feel some sort of.
Yeah.
I don't like I said, like I don't have much basis when it comes to shit like that. Like I don't really play games where I feel invested into the story or whatever, which is probably like a detriment to video games for myself, how I experience them. But I'm not a huge goer, but I'm open to the idea of playing more games that are like that. But
we got to get you on The Last of Us. We're gonna set that up one of these days where I just want to at least get you to play like the first hour.
I'm down for it.
That way you can just experience.
Because again,
how
like
emotionally connected you could get.
Yeah, how when we had this conversation originally, I couldn't even name an idea of a game that that I could reference that could be like that, because again, that it is such a PlayStation thing. Like a lot of their movies are like that. Like a lot of their movies are just, their games are movie-esque and shit like that, and they really
it's focused on like a centralized character
tone or shit like that.
Two characters. And
I don't think that
I
don't think that Xbox really has shit like that. Like they don't really focus on shit like that. They even, I mean, would you describe Last of Us as like a shooter?
No. I would say it's a story game with shooting elements.
Because even Gears is like shooter first, Yeah. It has story elements.
I feel like,
but it's shooter forward,
I feel like games like that, you can look at the game and tell what their focus was out the gate.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Like you look at Gears, you're like, all right, they focused on shooting,
cover-based
story
system,
game,
physics, all that shit. Yeah.
Like the story was like just an addition to it.
There is a campaign as opposed to this is what this game is.
And
I feel like
The Last of Us or God of War or stuff like that. Obviously, there's combat.
I'll have to like sleep on it and think, like there has to be some sort of game where I've played that's in that vein. I feel like there has to be, like there is, but I have to think about it and be like, what game have I played that's just like an interactive fucking movie? I'll think of it, but I'm sure I've experienced it. But if not, then I will. No, I haven't.
That's another one that fucks you up. It gets you really bad.
It gets you good?
Yeah, it's like I'm gonna spoil a scene right quick. So if anybody's watching this and you haven't seen Heavy Rain, please go play it. But pretty much the whole premise is you play as the father, you play as I want to say news reporter or detective, and you also play as an older detective. So I'm gonna say it's father, news detective, and detective. You play 3 different kind of storylines, and they all interweave. But as you're playing as a father, your son gets kidnapped at the beginning, and that's what the whole story is about, trying to find your son. But this guy's playing you to like a sadistic thing. He gets you into this old apartment, and he has a little like freaking Zoom looking video player on the table, and he says, you need to cut off one of your fingers if you want me to see your son stay alive. If you don't within this time, then a timer pops up. But the interesting thing in that scene, you have to decide what you're going to use to cut off your finger. And there's like 15, 16 different tools in the room.
Fucking saw the game.
Yeah, it's so messed up, dude. And it's like the voice acting in the game for that scene specifically, chills, dude. It's so messed up. It sounds like someone's actually like going through with that. Like I picked shears, so just the little tiny hand ones. And dude, he goes to the first one, you hear like a crunch.
All right, we can move on.
But he's not done. He had to do like 2 or 3 more times. And he was like crying on the floor afterwards. I was just like, I felt so bad, but I had to like reload my save and like test out all the other ones too to see what he did.
You're a psycho.
But I mean, it's like those
what about like BioShock? Would you insinuate that BioShock is kind of more on that aspect, or that's just like RPG? Like,
that's just like BioShock.
I'm not fuck. I always do that. Not BioShock. The other one that sounds like BioShock to me for no reason. Mass Effect. I always do that. They're not even
Mass
even
Effect
like
is definitely
same at all.
Story first kind of game.
But would you say that, or would you say that it is just like an RPG?
That's an RPG all the way.
Yeah.
I mean,
but no, I know that. But I'm saying, would you insinuate that would you like classify that more as like a story game or like an RPG? Because like I in no way would I say that Last of Us is similar to like Oblivion in that vein.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I
Just
think-
because there is an underlying story that it doesn't
I think
necessarily
the
make it.
conversation choices alone take it out of the story game because
Yeah.
it's not.
For Mass Effect, you're saying?
Yeah, for Mass Effect, the thing I love it's a story through and through. They made it the way it's supposed to be played.
So like Gears of War is shooter story. This is RPG story as opposed to story secondary.
Because it's not. They yes they have curated a story for you, but you can go to that. You can participate in that story however you want. But like The Last of Us and God of War, there's beats to it, and that's why I feel like I get more attached because I go here, this is gonna happen, this is gonna happen, this is gonna happen, action set piece, this happens, this happens. But if I'm playing like Mass Effect or Oblivion, stuff like that, it's like yes, there's a story there.
It's kind of the opposite where it's instead of it being it's like majority set piece and then action.
You can't really get the set pieces that you get in Uncharted or The Last of Us that you get in those kind of games because there's too much freedom. There's like the train sequence. Like if that was
I don't even know what the gameplay loop of Last of Us even is, so I'd have to like watch some of the gameplay to kind of see what.
Pretty much roam around area, forage materials, kill something, puzzle solve.
So it's a zombie. It's an apocalypse.
Zombie
based?
humans.
Gotcha.
The first one had only I think one faction that you were fighting plus the zombies. This one has 3 factions plus zombies, which I've heard something about the game that there's a faction in here, which is the dopest thing I've ever heard. As they're hunting you down, like if you get located by this faction, they start like whistling to each other to like signify like yo they're over here. Like they're like whistling and then like the whistling's getting louder and then see them start like flanking and stuff. So like they have like their own whistle system for like hunting stuff. And I was like yo.
You heard it here first. Next gen whistle system. Be on the lookout.
Yo, I'm gonna make an IGN chart, fucking pros and cons, and then whistle system's gonna be in pros.
Today we're doing
a
tier list of whistle systems and games. Number 1 on S plus is gonna be Last of Us 2.
Number 3 is gonna be Geralt and The Witcher, Colin Roach.
Number in the C tier, it's gonna be Sing. Sing Star. All right. Well, I think we've made a fool of ourselves long enough. Nice little reunion station.
Nice hour and a half comeback. So
not bad. We definitely need to be more on top of this. We have a game show coming up soon. Once we get that shit ironed out, it's a little bit harder to get that shit figured out. Like it's on us to do this show, but when it comes to the game show, it's multiple contestants and stuff, so it's a little harder to get
6-7 different people's schedules.
Yeah, so we're
sync up just
that's in the works. I myself will make a conscious effort to be more on top of getting this shit done because it's always a blast when we do it. Other than that, you can catch me, President Sloan, on any social media. I stream on Twitch, as you are watching, or on YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, I stream on Twitch. We are 2Guys1Mic. On what? We have 2Guys1Mic show on Twitter.
On Twitter, yep, and then 2Guys1Mic on. Actually, let me see if this. Yeah, there we go. I was doing a little work earlier. Let's keep it like this. All right, so this is 2Guys1Mic. We're going to be ending the show now. If you stuck around with us, thank you. I appreciate it. If you could tell people to subscribe so we get past 100 subscribers.
Once we get to 100, we could get youtube.com/2Guys1Mic and we can fucking snag it.
The 17-letter alphabet. But like, comment, subscribe. Let us know if you want us to change something else. Also, the show will be tomorrow. The game show, Quarantine Food, is going to be January 28th at 5:30 p.m. Eastern. June 28th. I just looked at my phone calendar and I looked too quick. June 28th at 5:30 Eastern Standard Time. We're going to try to have Prez come, but he might be working, so we might have to put a quick sub in for him, which is going to be a drag, but we'll see.
I'll be in the chat though.
I love you guys. Thank you guys for hanging out with us.
Peace.
Have a beautiful day.
Love